shape or physical size of the NC machine and CNC machine. Now, on there is a lathe machine. Lathe machine. Okay. On here is a milling machine. And on here in CMM, coordinate machine, we are not doing this one. Okay, not working. And the little man here, there is a robot. Okay, so this is the one who pick everything. So now let's concentrate on milling machine. Okay, now you program everything in there. Everything, you just accent saja, type saja. Okay, good. Okay, sudah. Tunggu. Hopefully it works. Dia pasal belum minum. Aluminium. Kalau ada collection 50 sen, okey.
China gang. Mana-mana. Hong Society.
Ya, cukup. Ya.
Batman. Robin.
Well, now, sometimes this machine can have a disadvantages, such as it's been proven from time to time, it's a lack of pressure from the line. It's run through the hydraulic as well as the pneumatic. Okay, so when talking about the physical shape of the milling machine, just exactly like a conventional machine. This is only the small version of it. Now, look at that. This is the table. Okay. Sudah coba yang tak.
Ya, dah nampak bro. Men.
Okay, now, while we're fixing that, are we okay? So, it's like normal machine. There's a table here, move left and right. This is a work holding, it's a vice. So, this is very, very critical. This work holding is not by mechanical, by means. It's by hydraulic.
Recording ba ito?
Okay, so, hydraulically operated. And also, if you look here closely, this is a servo motor. The one who control everything. Servo motor. Okay. Unlike conventional machine, it's just one like that, isn't it? Mechanical. Okay. So this one, no, electronically or motorized. Now, up and down. This is the spindle over there. The spindle is up and down. What movement is that? I know it's vertical movement. Y movement or Z. Z movement. Okay. X, Y, and Z. Okay. So sometimes there is 4 movement. Okay. X, Y, and Z, and also W. Where is W come from? W is come from the table, some design. The table can be up and down. Okay. But in this particular case, only the spindle up and down, call it Z. Okay. So, yes, side by side. Yeah. Remember, this machine only travel on straight line movement. What do you call that? Straight line movement?
Linear.
Well done. Linear movement. Okay. Can it go like this?
No.
Okay. But it can on CNC machine by through the programming. There is here, there. We say can. We say cannot. Wrong. Obviously it can. Because the way it moves is still a straight line, but slowly. If you want to make a curve, right? Still straight line movement, but with the shape component. Okay. So tooling. Remember, there is 6 major parts on CNC machine. First thing, the structure. What do you think about the structure of the machine? Is it for mass production? production? No, it's not. No, this is just purely very, very small product. Now, tooling. Look at the tooling there. How many?
4.
More actually. It's not bigger. If you look at about 6 or 8. Okay. So depending on what kind of surface you want to do the drilling, you just attach there automatically. Okay. Automatically. Then you want surfacing, that one. Side, that one. So depending what you want. That's why you need to know first. As I said in the class, okay, what is important? Knowing the pattern, knowing the process. Don't just simply hantam. Okay, doesn't matter lah. Okay lah. Okay. So now this is the pattern. Okay. This is the pattern that's been done by Pasir Ram. Okay.
Pass it around. You call it around.
So doesn't work tomorrow. So we basically see the pressure. We are struggling to very, very sensitive issue. Okay. So now once I finish, okay, the little robot there, go here in there, pick that, the robot, pick the component itself, okay, bring here, pass it here, right into there, pick that, bring here, then get the robot, pick it up for inspection here. This it. So 15 years ago, it works. So fantastic. We love it. In fact, we fall asleep because we don't do anything. We just watch it. Okay. So we just program everything. The program way from behind you there. Okay. Behind you on here as well. So you have to program yourself. You know what to do. Then once everything okay, then switch it on. Bang on. It done. It's on. Okay. So, in other words, it's exactly like a conventional machine. Conventional machine, we are doing that one, isn't it? Everything we're doing that.
Yes.
Okay. Now, on CNC machine, it's the other way around. That's all. And only programming. Okay. So, whatever the difficulties you may find on conventional machine, which is exactly here. If you don't know about the kata, you might struggle. Okay. So the only advantage to this type of machining is easy. Okay. You can do repeat again. You can use the same memory. Okay. So you can use it. Then for mass production. Okay. So you can have a coffee while you're doing the typing. And the conventional machine, you can't. I can. That's not many around. No, I can't. I'm just kidding. Okay. What you do is copy. That's all. This is what we did, you know, in the factory. I used to work in a big factory. Okay. So everybody having a coffee while they're doing. Doesn't matter. Because they know so well, it doesn't matter. Okay. But in education now you can't. That's against the law. Okay. So that now, are you familiar with this one now? Are you okay? Okay. But very unfortunate now because Mr. Kamarot cannot run. Disadvantage is the pressure is very low. Because it's running by hydraulic and pneumatic. Okay. So if the pressure is low, it's not good. It's not going to function. But we are buying a new one, about almost 2 million.
Oh yeah. Music is nice. The next phase.
Quite. Okay. So I believe it when it arrives. But it's been granted. The budget has been granted. Okay. But we don't know when. Okay. So this is the question. I think you might finish first.
Yeah.
Right. But don't blame me.
Sucks.
So yeah. Now again, this is this is the typical of production actually. This is only the small version. In the real industry, which is exactly like this, the machine is sometimes 10 times bigger than this. Okay, for mass production. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So, once you do this, who is going to do the job there? Who is going to fit all the material into feeding the material into the machine? No, it can't. Robot cannot just pick a move, you know. Okay. So we are still going to fit that material, okay? But that's easy enough anyway. Okay. So what do you think is the most critical part, the most difficult part when you're dealing with this kind of manufacturing process? Yes, is the programming. Programming is the one of the most difficult ones. Okay. So now, very unfortunate. You can't do any programming because none of it's working. Okay. So just a shame, isn't it? Okay. Now, just look at this. That's all. Yeah. Yeah. So, is it digested now already? Okay. Bye. No good. No pressure. Okay.